Hey guys, my name is Ron. Welcome to the DIY Accountant channel. Today we're going to be building Anna White's 4x4 Truss Beam Table. Now my wife and I are starting an Airbnb and we were looking for a rustic dining table to add to the cozy cabin vibes that we're trying to establish in our Airbnb. But I was looking online and I was looking even on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace, and everything I'm finding is hundreds more than I'm willing to spend. I mean, these things are incredibly expensive. So I decided to just save a bit of money and take on the project myself. Now, I'm not an expert carpenter by any means, and if you can guess it from the name of my channel, I am an accountant by day. So if I can do it, you can too. Now on this channel, I try to have the links to everything or most of the things that I used. So take a look at those in the description below. So without further ado, let's get to building. Alright, let's go over some of the things that you're going to need for this build. First up, I have a pair of Bluetooth headphones that I got off Amazon. I believe the brand is Tautronics. They were like $50. They have an active noise cancellation feature, which is very useful for keeping your hearing when you're running your saw all day long. You're going to also need a pair of safety glasses to protect your eyes, because believe it or not, wood chips can get in there. Got a pair of gloves for splinters, and then you're going to need your pocket hole drill bit itself to drill all your pocket holes out. This is the pocket hole bit. Not the biggest fan, it's like a little square, very easy to strip. So what I actually recommend is this next bit. This is an extended T25 Torx bit, and the screws that I use for this almost never strip. You're going to also want to have a speed square just to make sure all your joints are squared up. This one has a leveler, which is pretty nice. I have two pencils here, one red, one black. No particular reason, I just needed two because I do tend to lose them from time to time during the day. So, always good to have a backup. These are the 2.5 inch Kreg pocket hole screws that I use for just the 2x4 joints, I believe. I have a utility knife just in case I need to sharpen some of the pencils. And then these are the Torx bit screws. They're number 9 by 3 inch. Mwah! Beautiful, beautiful, never strip. Obviously, you're also going to need your pocket hole jig itself. This one's set to 2.5 inches for 2.5 inch pocket holes. You'll need some wood glue here for the tabletop. And then I use these 4.5 inch headlock lag screws to join the 4x4s to the tabletop. You're going to also want a file to kind of shave off the ends after each cut. And then I just have an extra bit set just in case I need it. I also have this drill, beautiful drill, and then these 4 corner braces that I use just to add that extra rustic oomph to the tabletop at the end. I have 6-inch clamps for some of the joints that I'm using, and then a 36-inch clamp for the tabletop. Now my weapon of choice is my DeWalt 12-inch dual bevel miter saw. You don't need anything this big, that's what I was using. And then I got a couple of straight edges here just to make some longer lines for the cuts. Don't forget, you'll also need a measuring tape. And you're also going to want to have something to clean up all the wood shavings and wood chips and stuff. So I have this rigid shop vac here, and here is my setup. Hey guys, so welcome to the 4x4 Truss Beam Table build. Right now we're going to go ahead and just get through the cut list, and I'll go ahead and list that for you in the description as well as linking it to Anna White's website. Let's get started. Alright guys, all the cuts are done. I'm just going to show them to you. Here are the two 4x4s cut at 35 inches. Alright. You've got 4 of these 4x4s cut at 25 3/8 inches. And they're cut at a 10-degree angle. And they are parallel, side to side. Alright, then you got the two 4x4s here that are cut at a 10-degree angle but are not parallel. So you'll notice ends like that. Those two. And then you got two 4x4s at 65 inches. So that's these guys right here. Cut all the way along. And then also the two 2x4s that are at 65 inches. Alright. And then right in the center here, you've got the 4 2x10s that are cut at 68.5 inches. And then the very last is two 2x10s at 37 inches, which are going to be the breadboard ends. And I still need to cut that. The reason why I haven't cut the breadboard ends yet though is because the measurement is an approximation. I'm going to have to go ahead and assemble these 4 2x10s into a tabletop first to see how long I need to cut it. Alright. Alright guys, so right now I'm going to go ahead and set up the tabletop, and we're going to be drilling a bunch of pocket hole screws. So the first thing I want to do is just get my clamps and clamp down this acrvG right here. So I got this piece. I don't know if you can tell, it's a little bit warped. Looking down the middle there. So what I'm going to do is get the side that's kind of rounded on top, and then I'm going to drill pocket holes on this end. And I'll probably just put maybe 4 kind of evenly spaced. That way when I get the other board I can just do 4 and then kind of offset and stagger the holes. Alright, so what I'm doing here is I'm just planning out where I'm going to drill the pocket holes. And since this is an end piece, we'll have 2 of them because it's made up of 4 boards. So the 2 end pieces will have 4 pocket holes on only one side of the board. So there's 1. And I'm cleaning off the drill bit in between each drill, each pocket hole, because when it's all gunked up with wood, I found that it really doesn't drill down as quickly. So I'm just cleaning that up. So here's the 4th one. So that end piece is done. We're going to go ahead and grab the second one now and do 4 as well. So 1, 2, go ahead and count with me. We got 3, and 1 more, 4 here. So now we're just going to flip the board over, and now we're going to drill 3 pocket holes. And I'm basically putting the pocket hole in between the 2 on top to get my 3. So 2 and then 3. Voila. So now you just have to do 2 more of the exact same and you'll be ready to assemble the tabletop. So I'll meet back with you when I'm done with that. Alright guys, so basically what I've done now is I've flipped the tabletop over, so this is the underside. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to be gluing right in between the seams here, along the entire board, and then putting in pocket hole screws right across from each other. So in the previous clip you were seeing that I was doing 4 and then 3 here, here, and here. And I was doing that so that I can stagger where the screws would go so they just wouldn't hit each other. Alright, so let's get to gluing. You're also going to want to line up one side. That way if the other side's crooked you can just put a circular saw through it and straighten the other side too. Alright, here is the aftermath of all the staining, and I didn't take any shots of me actually applying it. Basically what I used is this Varathane right here, Provincial, and just a white rag. These I picked up, I think they sell like a 36 pack or something at Costco, so I just use those rags because I don't have any white t-shirts laying around. But anyway, this is what it looked like right after I finished. So they're still curing right now. very beautiful rustic color. There's the tabletop. And see all those lines that are kind of in the middle? They look like they're still the original pine color. So tomorrow, after the stain is cured, I'm going to be taking a sponge brush, dipping it in the stain, and then just brushing in that line in the middle. That way you get rid of all the pine color and it looks fully stained. Alright. Cool. And then in the next clip you'll probably see me assembling it. The reason why it's still all assembled right now and I didn't stain it after assembly is the room that I'm putting it in, the doorway to get in is a little too small for the table. So I'm going to be assembling it inside that living room, which I'll show you. Alright, cool, stay tuned. Alright guys, and so with that, we are done. The 4x4 truss beam table is now in the books, as we like to say in accounting. If you really enjoyed that video, I really plan to make some more. This was actually a really fun build for me. And if you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell so you know when I'm posting my next video. And I will see you guys in the next one.